Welcome to the Ohio County Public Library Storytime. My name is Miss Jennifer. And
I'm Miss Ellie.
And this is Miss Ellie, and we're so glad that you've joined us. I hope maybe that you joined us all during June for our summer reading expedition. But now it's July, and maybe like your family, maybe you're going on a vacation. So I thought it would be fun during the month of July. Let's do some stories about going on a vacation. And my favorite place to go on vacation is to the beach. So this week we're going to be learning about going to the beach. We're going to learn about some of the things you see at the beach in the next couple of weeks, like fish or a shark or maybe even a pirate. That would be fun. So we're going to have some fun stories about going to the beach. But, you know, we have been learning some sign language to go along with our stories. So let me teach you the sign for beach. So if you're going to sign the word beach, you're going to put your hands together, side by side, kind of open flat. And then you're going to make waves in front of you, okay? So, beach. That's the sign for going to the beach. Good job. Let's get our alligators out before we get started. A is for alligator, chomp, chomp, chomp. B is for bouncing, so we'll hop, hop, hop. C is for circle, so let's turn around. And D is for we all sit down. And whether you're sitting on the floor or sitting in your favorite chair, we're glad that you're joining us this morning. One of my favorite stories about going to the beach is this one. The title is Sea, Sand, Me, and the author is Patricia Hubble. Pack up our beach bags, load up the car. We're going to the beach. And here we are. Flippy floppy sun hat, wiggly waggly toes, mommy's rubbing lotion on my nose, nose, nose. Pail and shovel, dig, 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 jump in dolly, jump in pig. Beach day, sun, sand, sea, gulls squawk, squawking, talking just to me. Somebody is coming, spoon in his hand. We make a giant castle in the scritchy, scratchy sand. Seashell toenails, seaweed hair, lifeguards laughing in his great tall chair. Sun in our belly buttons, sun in our pants. We jump in the water and dance, dance, dance. We jump, jump, jump in the curly, whirly wave. Cold water doesn't scare us because we're brave, brave, brave. Beach day, sea, sand, whee! My friend and I are splashing in the swishy, swashy sea. Lunchtime, cookies, lemonade. We flop on our blankets in the shade, shade, shade. We climb on the rocks, see a starfish on a stone, a little minnow is swimming, and a big fish bone. Like a little tide pool. We bounce our beach ball, put shells in our pails, wave at a boat with big red sails. Shadows on the sand now, the sun is hanging low. We pack up our beach bags, home we go. Beach day, wish we could stay. Hope I see my friend on the next beach day. The end. It's so much fun to go to the beach. Whether you go to the beach at an ocean, or you might even just go to the beach at a lake or a pond or a river here in Kentucky. There are a lot of places, like I said, to go check out a beach. She must have lived close to the beach because they got there right away. But one of the fun things to do if you go to the beach is to build sand castles.
Yes. Can you guys help me count some sand castles? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little sandcastles built by the shore, along came a wave and how many's left? 4. Good job. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 little sandcastles built by you and me. Along came a wave and whoosh, there was 3. Good job. So we have 1, 2, 3 little sandcastles built by me and you. Along came a wave and whoosh, there was only 2. Good job. 2 little sandcastles built in the sun. Along came a wave and whoosh. 1. Good job. You guys knew it. So 1 little sandcastle built just for fun. Along came a wave and whoosh. Now there was none. Good job, guys. That was very good.
Yeah. I think there's another story you've got about building a sandcastle.
Yes.
Ellen.
All right. I have a little dog here named Kipper. Kipper was making sandcastles, but it wasn't easy for Kipper. The first one wobbled and fell over, and the second one just crumbled at the corner. But the third one was just right. Kipper made a big pile of sand and patted it smooth, and then he dug and piled and dug some more and patted some more, and this is what Kipper made. A seagull landed on Kipper's castle. It squawked and flew away again. That's what I need, said Kipper. Something to go on top of my sandcastle. Kipper found some seaweed and some pebbles, but no, said Kipper, they won't work. But Kipper found a shell. It was pointy and pink. Perfect, he said, that would look good on my sandcastle. Kipper put the pink and pointy shell on his castle, but when he looked back, he noticed it was crawling down his sandcastle. His shell had a little crab inside. So Kipper stopped building a sandcastle, and he bought himself an ice cream cone and a popsicle. But while he was licking the last bit of his popsicle, an idea popped right into Kipper's head. He stuck the cone on his castle and the popsicle wrapper on his popsicle stick, and he looked even better than the pink and pointy shell. I think that looks better than that old pointy shell. The end.
Hey, it's so much fun to build a sandcastle when you go to the beach. Another fun thing to do is to play with beach balls. Let's see if we can do a fun little rhyme with some beach balls, okay? So this one is a little beach ball, a bigger beach ball, see how that's bigger? And a great big beach ball I see. Now let's count them. Are you ready? There are 1, 2, 3. All right. Now let's see if we can do it with some motions. Can you all do your hands? We're gonna do, whenever we do 1, 2, 3, we're gonna make a little beach ball, then a bigger beach ball, and then a big beach ball. Can you do that? All right. So a little beach ball, a bigger beach ball, a great big beach ball I see. Now let's count them. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, one more time. A little beach ball, a bigger beach ball, a great big beach ball I see. Now let's count them. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Good job. Well, let's get ready. Have you been sitting for a little while? Let's get ready to get some action going this morning or afternoon, whenever you're going to watch Storytime. Let's pretend like we are at the beach. We're going to pretend like we are dancing in the sand. This is a wiggle song called Sandy Beach, and we're going to kind of dance in the sand. We're going to touch our feet whenever it says touch your feet, and then it's going to go talk about a crab, so we're going to go snap, 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 and then it's going to talk about a fish. We're going to make a fish, and then snap, 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 and then can you do this? We're going to make a jellyfish sound. All right, let's get ready to do some dancing on the beach.
Beach, beach, sandy beach, feel the sand on your feet.
much fun. I love the jellyfish
I
part.
do
That's my
too.
favorite part. Well, speaking of going to the beach, sometimes when you try to go to the beach, sometimes it just can become a problem. Miss Ellie's got a fun book about a family that tried to go to the beach. They had a lot of issues.
Yes. The book I'm going to read is To the Beach by Linda Ashman and illustrated by Nadine Vernon Westcott. The car is parked. We're on our way. We're going to the beach today. A block away, Kate starts to moan, but we can't leave Fido home alone. Turn around, find Fido fast. He's asleep, sleeping in the tall grass. The sun is bright, we squint our eyes. The beach umbrella, Mama cries. But with a big tote bag in the den, we grab them both and start again. Down the street, a sudden wail. Baby's yelling, my ducky pail. Hit the brakes, reverse the car. We go to retrieve the pail. Look, they got it all strapped in beside their umbrella. But don't get far. Benny shouts, I need a drink. But oops, the cooler's beside the sink. Weave through the cars, avoid a crash. To the kitchen in a flash. Make it through the traffic light. And Papa says, who packed the kite? Quick, a U-turn, what a ride. There it is, beside the slide. Across the bridge, now Anne's upset. Where's our beach ball? Where's the net? Mother swerves, the tires screech. Home again, now back to the beach. I wish you'd learn to pack, I gloat. But wait a minute. Have you seen my boat? Drive back home, it takes a year. And fetch the boat in the fishing gear. That was it. We're packed at last. We're on the highway, moving fast. We're really on our way. We're going to the beach today. Oh no, a flash, a thunder crack, a sudden storm. We're turning back. Take the exit, the traffic's slow, and cross the bridge. It's stop and go. Back through town, we're near the end. Just one more street, and we're home again. Now it's pouring dark as night. Hop out fast, unload the kite, the beach umbrella, the cooler, the tote, the ducky pail, the dog, the boat, the fishing gear, the ball and the net, quick, before we all get soaking wet. The car's unpacked, we're finally done, but just in time to see the sun. The end. See, they didn't have to go to the beach. They had it right in their backyard.
They had a beach day in their backyard. But you could tell there's a lot of things that you might want to take to the beach. We're going to the beach. We're going to the beach. We might see some, you know what those are? Flip-flops. We might see some flip-flops there. We're going to the beach. We're going to the beach. We're going to the beach. We might see a sandcastle there. We're going to the beach. We're going to the beach. We're going to the beach. We might see, you know what that is? Starfish there. We're going to the beach. We're going to the beach. We're going to the beach. We might see a seashell. We might see a seashell there. We're going to the beach. We're going to the beach. We're going to the beach. We might see a beach ball there. We're going to the beach. Man, there's so many things that you can do and so much fun you can have at the beach. Well, let's get ready to do some activities, learn about some activities that you could do if you can't go to the beach. You can still have a lot of fun at your house. So I've just kind of put aside a few different activities that you could do with sand. Now, if you're like my family, anytime we go to the beach, we almost always come home with a bucket of sand. So you might have some sand that you brought home from a beach trip before, or you might just have some sand from like a sandbox that you have in your yard. So this would be some fun activities that you could do inside or out on the carport that have to do with sand. Of course, here at the library, we always try to promote the 5 good practices of early literacy, and one of those is writing. So any opportunity that you can have to encourage your preschoolers to do some writing skill building is great. And one of the fun things that I've done, I know I've done with classes that I've led with preschoolers before, is so simple. Taking like a little cookie sheet or a very shallow little pan and putting some sand in there. If you've got colored sand, that's really fun too. But just putting some sand in there, just a little dusting of sand, and then encouraging your children to do perhaps shapes. So have them draw a circle in the sand. You want it to be shallow so that it does leave a mark, and it's so easy fun because you can just shake it and it gets rid of it. Maybe doing, like I said, some shape building, or maybe letters of the alphabet. So if they are learning to write their name, writing in the sand, okay? So that's something really fun and they love. It's very tactile. They get that feeling of the sand on their fingers, and it's a lot of fun, and they get to do writing, but they're writing with their fingers. So a fun thing that maybe you hadn't thought about before. Another fun thing to do is, one time I had a beach party. And so one of the things that I did was I had a sand building competition. And all I did was I took just some kind of little container. Again, these, just empty something that you've got at home, some little tote or something. We put some sand in it, and then maybe, again, get out some seashells that you brought back from other trips, or you might be able to pick some up somewhere. A little water, a spoon, and some different things to do some sandcastle building. You can have a sandcastle competition with your kids, just in your kitchen, or like I said, outside in the carport. Just let them get their hands in there, putting some water in the sand, and then doing some building, and see who can come up with the best sandcastle and do some sandcastle building. Just have, like I said, like a little beach day. Even if you can't actually go to the beach and build big sand castles, you can still do it in a little tote. Another fun thing to do is to do some coloring on sandpaper. Now, sandpaper is abrasive, so you can see that the colors, it really grabs the colors of the crayons and makes them very bright and very vibrant. So maybe do something fun like that. Get some scraps of sandpaper out, give your kiddos some crayons, and let them do some coloring. So I'm doing, let's see if we can do a little, I don't know if you can really see my son does it. It's yellow like that. But anyway, but you can see, so just have them color in, maybe do a little beach scene or rainbows or whatever, flowers, whatever they want to do a picture of, but do some, maybe try doing some coloring on sandpaper, okay? That's a different type of activity. And for our last activity, I thought it would be fun to do some, talk to you about like some motor skill work that you could do. One of the things that we've done here at the library whenever I've done my Stories and STEAM group is doing some motor skill building with balls. So helping your children to build that hand-eye coordination. So taking a beach ball and bouncing it so that they learn how to bounce and grab, okay? You can do it like doing it back and forth with someone. So beach balls are a lot easier for them to grab hold of, especially if they're a taller or much younger preschooler, a lot easier to grab hold of. Another thing to do is to bounce it against a wall. Have them practice doing something like that. So again, just building that hand-eye coordination. You can do, I know we've done like taking a towel and doing it with a partner, putting a beach ball in there and maybe bouncing it up with a towel. Or if your preschoolers, like most preschoolers, like to get on the floor, having them see if they can grab the ball with their feet and maybe move it and put it in a basket or flip it over their head with their feet. So a lot of fun things that you can do. So maybe get out some beach balls and do some motor skill building with a beach ball. It's a lot of fun things that you can do to kind of take a beach trip without actually going to the beach. But let's get ready to sing a song before we go. I hope you've had fun. I know I have. I'm looking forward. I'm hoping maybe before too long I'll get to go to the beach. That would be a lot of fun. I love going to the beach. So we're going to called The Waves on the Beach. And we're going to sing it to Wheels on the Bus. So it's a tune that you know, okay? So it goes, the waves on the beach go up and down. Can you go all the way up and all the way down? Up and down, up and down. The waves on the beach go up and down all day long. Now let's do lobsters. Can you do snapping hands? The lobsters on the beach go snap, 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 snap. The lobsters on the beach go snap, snap, snap all day long. And now we're going to do clams. Now clams have a big shell that kind of opens. So the clams on the beach go open and shut, open and shut, open and shut. The clams on the beach go open and shut all day long. Good job! Oh, that was so much fun. I can't wait to see you all next week when we learn about some fish that you might see when you go to the beach. But it's time for our hands to give thanks. Our hands give thanks with a clap, clap, clap. Our feet give thanks with a tap, tap, tap. Clap, clap, clap. Tap, tap, tap. We roll them together and we wave goodbye. See you next week.